The Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislature for all their actions and politics. It means that the Council of Ministers has to work with the legislature. It is for this reason that the parliamentary system is known as responsible system of government. Why the parliament system is known as a responsible system of government? Because the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislature for all their action and politics. It is a main point. Another distinct characteristics of parliament system of government is collective responsibility. Another characteristic is collective responsibility. Decision taken by any ministry department is considered as decision of government. The entire council of ministers is responsible for the decision. In the next two chapters, we will see with the examples in next two chapters how the principle of collective responsibility is brought into practice. In next chapter, we will study that. In the parliamentary system, the executive is depend upon the confidence of the legislature in them. This means that the Council of Ministers remains in power till it enjoys the support or confidence of the legislature. If the legislature feels that the executive does not work in according to its wishes, it removes the executive from power by passing non-confidence motion against the executive. Understand that if the legislature feels that the executive does not work according to its wishes, then he remove the executive from its power. In the parliamentary system, the executive is depend upon the confidence of legislature. If there is no confidence about executive, then it is removed by passing the non-confidence motion. It is main non-confidence motion against the executive, means अविश्वासाचा ठराव. In Marathi, non-confidence motion is an effective tool of keeping a check over the executive. And in the parliamentary form of government, the legislature is a supreme institution. In the parliamentary system form of government, and the legislature is a supreme institution. Elected representatives of people express demands and aspirations of common people in the parliament. The parliament decides upon issues of public welfare. Elected means selected by voting. Selected that members representative the people express demands. Means common people express their demands. That demands representative selected that members on parliament, and then the parliament decides upon issues of public welfare. Since it is the house of representative of people and the express people and expresses sovereign authority of people, it is considered as the supreme body. Understand that elected representative of people express demands, aspiration of common people in the parliament, and then the parliament decides upon issues of public welfare. Here, next point, why did India adopt a parliamentary system of government? First, we read that India adopted the parliamentary system of government for several reasons. The development of parliamentary institutions started during the British rule. We studied before. The British rulers governed in accordance with this system. The parliamentary system of government in India is also in the way of product of freedom movement. Indians were familiar to this system of government. Many discussions took place in the Constituent Assembly over the system of government. The framers of the Constitution made few changes in the parliamentary system to suit the Indian situation. Discussion and deliberation are an integral part of the parliamentary form of government. Questions related to public welfare are discussed in the legislature. Member from the opposition party also take part in this discussion. Opposition party may support the government wherever appropriate, point out shortcomings in policies and laws, put up studied arguments and questions, etc. This helps the legislature to make proper law. Okay. Why did India adopt a parliamentary system? I will give this reason. The development of parliamentary institutions started during the British rule in India. We learned before that. Indians were familiar with this system of government. The Constituent Assembly adopted this system after through discussion, and a few changes were made in the parliamentary system to suit the Indian situation. This is the reason why the India adopt a parliamentary system of government. And I will tell you the importance. Decision on questions related to public welfare are taken only after discussion. Members of opposition party take part in the discussion. Okay, they take part in the discussion and point out the shortcomings policy. They put up the study of argument, questions, etc. And an opposition party may support the government wherever appropriate. Since the discussion liberation are an integral part of parliamentary system, it helps in framing proper and effective laws. Now we see presidential system of government. The presidential system of government can be said to be another important system of government. This type of system exists in countries such as United States of the United States of America adopted the presidential system of government. This system is different from the parliamentary form. In this system, the president is the executive and is dependent of the legislature and as the head of state. The president is directly elected, means selected by the people. The head of state means the president is directly selected by people. Such a system is known as presidential system of government. Though the three organs are independent from each other, there are enough connections between them to work in harmony, coordination. The United States of America has adopted the presidential system of government. Who adopted the presidential system of government? The United States of America. We say that USA. These are some features of this system of government. In a presidential form of government, the legislature and the executive are not directly dependent on each other. Presidential of government and legislature and executive are not directly depend upon each other in presidential system. And we see that in parliamentary system, it is the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislature. It is a difference between them. The houses of the legislature and the presidents are directly elected by the people. The president is the executive head. Who is the executive head in presidential system? President has a lot of power, including power to implement law. He has a power to implement law. In spite of such a structure, the legislature and the executive keep a check on each other. This mutual control over each other can lead to a responsible government. Apart from the parliamentary and presidential system of government, there are other forms of government system that are followed in France, Switzerland, Germany, etc. Several countries owing to their unique circumstance, have evolved a different system of government. In the next chapter, we will study the structure, working and role of the Indian Parliament. I will tell you the characteristics of presidential system. The president is the executive and the selected directly by the people. The legislature and executive are not directly depend on each other. The president has a power to implement law. The United States of America, USA, adopted this presidential system. This is the characteristics of presidential system of government. It is too different from parliamentary system of government. We adopted the parliamentary system and the USA adopted the presidential system of government. In our parliamentary system, the Prime Minister and the Council Minister is responsible to the legislature for all their actions. So it is responsible system of government. It is the difference between parliamentary system and presidential system of government. Now we complete the first lesson, introduction to the parliamentary system. You listen carefully this video and try to solve this exercise. I will send you exercise. You try to solve this. Thank you.